modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go.
First off, my name Tobe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest, eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership a drip, you can see me leaking. Be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the LA Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. There he goes, left side. Nick Chubb moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. For you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Hey, Kappa.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He finds his man complete. That's wrong. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roth. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Let's go. Set.
Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Herbert off of play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Ram. 21. Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Watson. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns are once again back in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. And I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They go quickly here out to Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Watson on first down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 75 yards.
And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. He finds his man, complete. It's Roth.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Herbert back to the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Completion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offense. They've got his man complete. He's by himself, Keenan Allen, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 75 yards, and the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Watson now to throw. And his pass incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion was red. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another
first down at the Chargers' 23. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Hall. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Now Chubb running right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Herbert on first down now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing on third down, Watson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Ruff. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ruff. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Crowd right. Set.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, you got to snap it. You got to snap it.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Watson.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air, it could become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well. I think Lady Luck was on his side.
A give, this is Chubb. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On 1st down, it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it in that spot.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Here's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run with Chubb. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. That's complete to Pierce. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Go, hey, go.
Throwing, Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
He'll buy some time right. His throw complete right side of the tight end Parham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st and goal. Herbert changing things up. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
A strong running. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Watson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A run for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Charger drive about to get going.
One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning point. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. And that'll be off the mark, too far out.
out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On is the Chargers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Watson changing the play. Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A give running right is Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to,
especially this part of the field. They run it again with Chubb. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Browns are going to win the football game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this